Let's go with Amari. We're going to sit and talk.
Sipping. Morning coffee with Mario.
Sipping and schmoozing, getting to know you one question at a time. Alright.
We're going to give it Amari.
Sipping and schmoozing, talking about whatever it is we like.
Remember to dress appropriately.
Politics, religion, the human condition, music and fiction, your new addiction. Sipping and schmoozing, getting to know you one question at a time.
We're going to know all about the black people, what they're doing.
Sipping and schmoozing, talking about whatever it is we like.
I love black people.
Sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing, sipping and schmoozing.
Ladies and gentlemen, now's our quality time with Omari Bakari. Give it up.
Yes, good morning. You know, I really like that. Sipping and schmoozing. That was cool. So, a couple of things that we have coming up. We're in discussion about the partnership with Pax Stereo and Dips Technology and how we're going to actually add value to a couple of projects and products we're about to introduce to the marketplace. One of them being the Sankofa Digital Network. It will feature a two-sided marketplace, coupon-driven, and it's also a loyalty program. We'll be setting up live stream channels to businesses to come on board with the network. So that's one of the projects we're working on developing. We're also in deep discussion about audiences and where to target, where your audience is, and how to stream and communicate directly with those audiences. So in the upcoming week, I think you'll see a lot more of Vic and Mario and myself actually having these discussions and working through the process of what this all is going to look like. And then I also want to remind you guys, we got some interesting, an exciting program coming up that we're looking forward to streaming from East Towson, historic East Towson, Maryland, one of the oldest black communities in the state of Maryland. So they have a Juneteenth program that we're, Pax Stereo and Dips Technology will be assisting them in streaming their event. And I think that'll be posted, we'll be posting a lot of that, most of that on YouTube, so that's where you'll be able to find it.
And again, East Towson is the area connected primarily historically to a very hard plantation that actually had in their whatever legal legacy documents, whatever, that black people were never to own land or their children could not own land. And it's actually East Towson, the story, as I remember you reported to me, is the fact that the community is finally coming to grips with their history and attempting, this is what makes it good though, they're actually attempting to do something to make amends.
Yes. And it's a lot of work that's going on there, and I hope it becomes like the template for what can happen across the country with some of these other communications. And to me, it's a form of reparations when we can have these conversations and we can create all the... So what these universities have, what the plantation, the state park have, they have the physical grounds, and what Mario was referring to is what's called the Doctrine of Exclusion. It was written in 1635, and what it said was that no black person, their children, or their children's children could ever own or participate in the wealth of the state of Maryland. Well, on this particular plantation...
The whole state of Maryland.
The whole state of Maryland. On this particular plantation, the Hampton Plantation, it was the first place that I saw that doctrine was actually incorporated, because on the deed to that land, the owner of the land, Wrigley, said that no African, their children, or their children's children could ever own that land. So when the land was donated to Goucher College, the current president just made a decision that they wanted to start correcting the wrongs that this family had committed. And this particular plantation, the Hampton Plantation, was one of the, one of the most punishable plantations around, because other slave owners would bring their enslaved people to this plantation to have them disciplined. So a lot of work is going into that, working with the churches, working with the organizations to collect the data, because what the community has is the stories. And what you see on the internet today, people are actually telling stories. They're sharing these stories. And statistics show that our people use the internet to share stories more than anybody else. And so what we're learning and what we're applying with Pax Stereo and DIPS technology is how to actually capture, document, film, and share these stories to the audiences that want to engage them. So that's what we have coming up in the future, and based on the creative person here, Vic, you'll be seeing a lot more of these discussions online. And in the next week, I'm going to introduce podcast calendar for Blacks in Technology, our LA chapter, the Sankofa Digital Network, and how businesses can actually, we're going to do a step-by-step how you could actually take our products and use them to help grow and expand your business and your brand. And we'll also have another podcast that deals with our nonprofit organization, the Umoja Group, and you'll watch us actually build a community center, a community media center, step by step. So those are the things that we'll be discussing in the upcoming weeks, and the schedule will be out, and you'll be able to go to my site and actually get them. I know you want me to name my site, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it yet. But when we debut it, I will let you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Mario Bakari.